nickmom.com. Everybody, a big round of applause for Jill Bourque.
I'm excited because I just celebrated with my husband our 12th anniversary of wedded bliss. Because I really work at the marriage, because I care deeply about never dating again. Because I was single in San Francisco, people. I did hard time. Because there's just too few straight single men. I call them stringles. And to find one, you've got to slut it up and dumb it down. You got to bring your hemline up and your IQ just squish it right to the ground. You basically got to Kardashian that shit. That's what I'm saying. I had to date outside my comfort zone. This is known as settling. So I logged on to settle.com. This is also known as Craigslist. Craigslist. Where your hopes, your dreams, and your futon go to die. I have 2 small children. Not young, just midgets. And I love those little suckers. I love having children, but I did not love the having of the children. Because it did a number on my Netherlands. The doctor said, you need to do some kegels. Do you know what kegels are? I'm not going to show you. Anyway, I did a lot of kegels. I'm competitive about my kegels. I wish there was competitive kegling. Welcome to the World Championship of Kegling. Now kegling for the United States, it's Jill Bourque. Bourque trains in the off-season by crushing beer cans and walnuts. I am actually proud of my parenting skills because I don't talk down to my kids. I talk to them like adults. Just very drunk adults. Focus, look at me, focus, focus. It's bedtime. My 7-year-old is like a tenderloin wino on his last night before rehab. Missing the same teeth. My 9-year-old, he's just manic, just running all over the house, gets on top of the couch and does a stage dive into the mosh pit, which is just my 7-year-old. I work at the marriage, because I have found there's a fine line between monogamy and monotony. You know, you're riding that edge, and instead of splurging the Victoria's Secret, you're just haggling at Costco. Yeah, with the big panties, big ones, Kirklands. No, it's hard. This is a hard phase. You know, when you're first in love, there's so many rewards. In this phase, there's no songs. There's no songs for this phase. There's no, we're going to Costco to pick out toilet paper again. There's nothing. There's nothing like that, you know. The beginning, there's just so many, you know, got these great love songs, you know. I will always love you. Whitney Houston. She was talking about crack. But she loved it. You have to make compromises. I mean, you just can't have everything all at the same time. You know, like, what I've noticed is I can't have carbs and abs at the same time. And I can't have abs and boobs at the same time. I can either have boobs and paunch, or abs and no boobs. It's a carb ab boob conundrum. That's what it is. I don't have wet dreams, I have weak dreams. Sexy, sexy, weak dreams. Boom, chicka, bow, wow. In my dreams, I'm having a 3-way with some bagel and cream cheese. Going down on a croissant. Pole dance in a baguette. That's hard. Labels in our society, labeling all the time. And I find it very difficult as a Norwegian Latina in a society to have my fair share. There's no checkbox for me. As a Norwegian, it's very difficult. You know, I'm just driving along in my lowrider Saab, enjoying a little bit of death metal mariachi, having a lutefisk enchilada. You know, our society is just, it's a crazy, you know, these celebrities, they get the Botox and the fish lips, the Spock blowfish look going on. What's that about? Why is that? You know, I'd never get Botox because I need this look at kids. This doesn't work. This. I don't know. But why do they get this? Why do celebrities get this? I think it's this whole Spock blowfish thing. I think it's some sort of male fantasy of a woman who shows no emotion yet looks like she gives really good head. Thank you.